I'm gonna put the link in the comment section so you can join us as well. But guys, one thing we did not touch on earlier today, because we're gonna get into football. One thing we didn't touch on today is the passing of the legendary O.J. Simpson.
If the glove don't fit, you must quit.
And so, guys, I'm gonna put the link in the comment section.
But speaking of OJ, I said 12 games the other day when we was talking. He did 2014, 14 games. But still, that's still like a remarkable feat. And it's almost like you almost had to average almost 180 yards per game over the course of those 14 games to get 2,000 yards.
That's a lot of yards.
Yeah. Well, but did y'all know though, right? You know when he got paroled from Vegas, you know he sued the state of Nevada and won.
No, I didn't.
Over what? The hotel assassinating the
defamation of character.
Yep.
Oh, the time he broke in the guy's hotel room, and took his memorabilia back.
But the people that worked at the hotel, defamation of character, and he sued the state of Nevada and won a settlement.
I didn't know that.
Wow. And then he moved to Florida.
Yeah, but see, my thing. Hold on 1 second here. Yeah, my thing is.
Come out with a book too.
Yeah, he did. It was a dumb book too. If I had done it.
But you know what's so smart about it?
They ain't smart.
No, because he can't never get retried for it.
Well, that part is true too. But the thing about
it, why put the speculation in the air?
Well, because he was acquitted. Even though I had my questions about that, but I wasn't there. Don't know. But things just didn't add up because the same night that Ron Goldman and Nicole were murdered, he got on a plane going somewhere else. Okay, all right. Now, also there was an obvious cut on his finger. He claimed that he broke a glass in the hotel room. But now he left. They
didn't find his DNA at the scene.
Well,
so he could have broke that glass in the hotel.
Well, it's kind of hard to find your DNA when you're wearing gloves. That's a difficult thing to do.
It's kind of hard to get.
Okay, that's a very difficult thing to do.
If the glove don't fit, you must quit.
Yeah. But see now, aside from that, like I said, I always thought he was guilty. Because I was looking at that trial, I was looking at all the evidence.
I mean, his face told it all.
Well, see, the thing about it is,
you know he did.
I tell you what it came down to. He had one brilliant attorney. That was Johnny Cochran.
Oh yeah.
But
for real.
Matter of fact, and his whole team is dead now.
Hold on, but to tell you the truth, the engine behind it all was the Kardashians' husband. Because for real, he did a lot of the dirty work. He got rid of a lot of stuff that they had to implicate him with that what OJ still had at home. Mm-hmm. He did the dirt work.
Well, like I said, my thing is that I never liked the guy.
What did he ever do to you?
I didn't like him. I'm getting some feedback here. Let me check this out. Okay. Testing 1 2. Let me see if I can get in here. All right.
You turn the mic and the mute off on that thing.
All right, let me see what I can do here.
Mute the mic on the laptop.
Gotcha. Go on. How about now?
Good.
I think we're good now, right?
Yeah, ain't no feedback.
Okay, all right, very good. No, but see, personally, I never liked OJ even before the trial. I just found OJ to be arrogant. I didn't like him.
Well, people really said that, like, yeah, he was like that.
Yeah, he was like that, but I just didn't like him. I didn't like his attitude. Even way before the trial, whatever it was, he was not one of my favorites. However, you got to acknowledge, I think he was the first one that rushed for over 2,000 yards in one season.
Yeah, he was in 14 games.
He was with Buffalo too, wasn't he?
Yeah, 14 games.
Yeah, that's absolutely remarkable, you know. And I hated his Hertz commercials running through airports and stuff.
But
Eh,
that's what he said. Like when he retired and transferred over to acting.
Go
But
ahead.
that's how the Hertz commercials got opened the door for his acting and gave and was and his way of showing NFL players when they retired and leave the game. Just so where you can go to continue to making money.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm getting a lot of feedback. arms on the floor. Well, he played more games than Bill Russell. But Bill Russell, you cannot deny it. I don't care whatever. Nobody is going to ever get 11 rings. And two, as a coach, matter of fact, back then, it was even tougher because 2 years he was player coach and he got championship.
Well, you know, there's another person with 11, along with Bill.
That played 9 seasons. I mean, 11 played 11 seasons.
Well,
we ain't talking Phil.
Phil played a few seasons, but he got a championship.
How is Phil as an athlete?
Hey,
is he in the Hall of Fame as a basketball player?
No, as a coach, but
hold it. That's not the question. The question
but the crazy thing is,
he
got the only ring that the Knicks ever won.
I don't care.
As a player,
don't get Republican on me. I was talking about players.
Okay,
Phil Jackson, you hardly knew who he was on the basketball court.
But he played a couple of years in the league.
A couple of years in the league.
He was an NBA player.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
He was an NBA player. You can't deny that.
Roman, somebody else paid for his lunch. All right. He didn't get it on his own. Bill Russell had it. Anybody going to argue with me that Bill Russell was not the greatest?
Hold on. Here we go. I got something. Since you want to talk about basketball, yes. I do got someone that might want to argue. Here it is.
Oh, I hope so. I hope I do have an argument against what I'm saying.
My brother-in-law, the billionaire himself. I'm going to let y'all talk. I'm going to let him speak to the world. Mr. Aaron Turner has joined us on Off the Rails there. How you doing, brother?
What's good? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Loud and clear.
Good. Hey,
so first you were saying? Go ahead, Aaron.
First I'm representing my Studio W hat.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So what's going on? I didn't hear the question. Y'all talking about basketball?
Basketball. I had made the statement, Aaron, that is there any, and I asked the question, is anybody on this panel going to argue with me that Bill Russell isn't the real GOAT? Not Michael Jordan. I respect Mike. He's a great dude. There's no question about it. But anybody going to argue that Bill Russell was the greatest? Now, I know a lot of people will say, well, he played less games than that. But 11 seasons, okay, 11 championships, and 2 as a player coach, which you don't even see. You haven't even heard that in decades, right?
They don't do that
now. No, guess what? Because they can't.
Now, if you're going
because the only other one was Al Attles that I could think of. No, there was one more too.
No, it's one they doing it now.
Who?
He been doing it his whole career.
Oh, you
LeBron.
Shut up, Romar. Hell no. Hey, Aaron, the question on the board is: do you agree or not that Bill Russell is the GOAT?
Well, here's the thing with the Bill Russell thing. So my thing with Bill Russell, nobody puts him in the conversation. You always talk about Mike and LeBron, right? And when you talk about them 11 rings in any era, and they say Bill Russell is a winning person, period, of any sport. Nobody can compare to 11 rings.
That's right.
So if you're talking about a true GOAT, you have to go with Bill Russell. And that's me. 11 championships. You cannot compete with 11 championships. I don't care. And a lot of argument is always all he had was Will. All he had Will Chamberlain was his competitor.
No.
Okay. Yeah. But at the end of the day, again, the stats you're talking about the player coach, which they won't even do that no more, except for LeBron. So that's the joke with that. But 11 rings. I mean, you just can't argue 11 rings. Nobody come close. 6 rings maybe in NFL. But you can't come close to 11 rings. So, I mean, that's always been my take. They never put Bill Russell even in the arguments of the GOAT.
You know, I find that interesting, Aaron. And why do you think that's true, bro? Well, do you think it had anything to do with him being an activist? And I don't want to tie politics into this, but do you think it was his stance? Well, just like we were talking about Jim Brown earlier versus OJ. All right, Jim Brown was an activist, so he didn't gain the overall popularity that OJ did because OJ appealed to the white crowd. You see,
right. And it's like the famous story, his famous statement with OJ, I'm not black, I'm OJ. So, so he did appeal to the broader audience, and that's a good example. And I think with Bill Russell, that may have something to do with it. I think it's that, and a lot of people today really don't know the history of Bill Russell. I mean, he passed away just recently, and some of the younger folks, I talked to some of the younger folks, didn't even know anything too much about Bill Russell, of his stats.
And
So-
that could be part of the reason why he's not in the conversation, because most of the young cats never knew who he was.
All right, think about this.
Exactly.
I'm gonna just throw this.
I got one more. I got a valid argument of
Look,
sorts.
I think where everybody focus on who the GOAT is right now is because, like, I feel like at that time with us coming up playing, watching basketball and all that, Mike was doing something that we ain't really never seen before as us. You know what I'm saying? If we didn't see some of these things, we wouldn't know about certain players like Dr. J and Darryl Dawkins and all them. If we didn't see it, we wouldn't be able to talk about it. But it was just like when it come down to Mike, Kobe, LeBron, it's like everybody chases Mike when it come down to it because of the way media and everything has done Mike.
Okay.
For what he did, because Mike gave the NBA the exposure to what it is now.
Okay, now the logo on the NBA logo right now is Mike
Jerry
Johnson.
West.
It's Mike Jordan now.
No, it's still Jerry West.
Okay, now, all right, let me
They
go back.
wanted to be
Aaron, I want you to jump in on this too, bro.
Yeah, Michael Jordan ain't black. He MJ.
Okay. Okay, let's go back to this. Along your point, Aaron, I got a question to ask you.
Mhm.
Growing up, because most of you guys are around about the same age, okay?
Mhm.
How many of you growing up knew who Jerry West was?
I mean, I knew that Jerry West was 1-9 against the Celtics.
No. Yeah, but you guys knew about Jerry West, but you didn't know about Bill Russell, and they played at the same time.
I know about Bill Russell.
Well, you do because you're a sports enthusiast. But keep the young dudes right now.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, you have to look at it. When you go to the grocery store to buy anything, you go buy the brand that you see advertised on TV all the time.
You got a point, Dad. Again, the point. See, the point Dad's trying to drive home is, we know about Bill Russell because we made a point that we knew about Bill Russell.
Come on, son.
They made a point that we knew about Jerry West.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
That's the point my dad's trying to make. Only reason why Bill Russell is known is because of us. Just like they try to get rid of Black history in the schools. That's how they try to whitewash. They try to.
I understand what you're saying because you think about it. You hold on. No, that was Pat Riley that lost to the All Black team.
Pat Riley.
Yeah, when he played at Kentucky, and the All Black team beat Adolph Rumpel. That was Pat Riley. He was the star. I was about to say it. I was about to make a mistake.
Yeah, they don't talk about that squad that beat them. Can you name a person on that squad?
What the Celtics squad?
No, the
college.
The college team.
Oh, right.
No,
but Pat Riley lost it though, right?
I mean, that's the only thing because I didn't know that Pat Riley was that dude back then.
All right, I'm
and
taking
you know what I'm saying?
further.
I knew kind of about Adolph Rumpel because
I'm gonna take it a step
they
further.
always, when you watch college, when I used to watch college basketball, they shoved it down your throat because they named that's what the gym name got.
Yep. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Just like we talked about it earlier. How come Raven Johnson's name ain't mentioned more?
Yeah. Well, I mean that was outshined with Caitlin Clark. Man, see the thing with
She's
Caitlin
supposed to be the GOAT though, right?
Right, and then I dismissed that because she hasn't even done enough to be even in conversation. That they trying to put a white face with that. She has not done enough. You only paid 4 years of college. How can you be the GOAT? I mean, you broke records, but and then even in basketball, breaking records now can be very tricky because they don't play the defense like they did back in the day. So again, 4 years, you cannot be the GOAT in any sport. I don't care who you are.
And
You
you
know, so,
really shouldn't be recognized as the all-time leading scorer.
no, even with that, yeah, you know, even with that, so you could, you know, say she has potential, but of course with the media, they try to put her out there, and that's the one I did not agree with because they try to outshine the Dawn Staley and the South Carolina, a black woman, first black woman who undefeated season, black woman, well, black person, black coach, period, undefeated season, you know, and then but you always want to put Caitlin Clark. Yeah, she's good, she's great. But you know, and then you're going to another level, the pro level. That's going to be the test. You
It's
know,
kind of crazy because that was the post that I saw earlier this week. Was this only in America where you got, like you just said, you know, you got a black woman like undefeated season, but they still want to talk, which should have been the focus from the beginning. But
Yeah.
now you still got to find a way to put Caitlin Clark in the mix.
yeah,
All they focusing on is a white player on the losing team.
It is so Confederate of them.
Hey, but like I said, Aaron, this morning,
It's very Confederate of them.
But where's the lie?
like what I said this morning with everybody, I know everybody talk about it. Like I said, those 2-year Paige Beckers got hurt,
right,
gave Caitlin Clark the platform.
right,
If Paige Becker doesn't get hurt, you don't know who Caitlin Clark is.
exactly. You got a big, you got a point. You got a point. You got a point because she's just as good. She's just as good. And but the real test gonna be, you know, next year in the WNBA. So if she just goes, she's just great.
And then you look at the game, the UConn game, she really didn't outplay Paige Beckers.
No, she didn't. She didn't. And of course, Raven shut her down. So
the same girl that you dared to shoot the ball last year, killed you, made you irrelevant.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
She made this a night.
But see, that's what you get because you gave that young black woman all the ammo that she needed for this year to get back to that game to face you.
The revenge tour, she said.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And that was that and she said that was a personal one.
Yeah. Yeah.
She had to get back there because she wanted to see you.
Right. She said, I want to see you. Yeah, I want to see you. That thing reminded me. I was telling somebody that reminded me. Are y'all familiar with it was Rocky 3 with Ivan Drago when he had a picture of Ivan Drago on the mirror when he was fighting about the Apollo died. So that was Raven probably had a picture of Caitlin in her bathroom mirror, you know, waiting for her.
Yeah.
Training for her, working on her game. And she worked on her offense and defense.
Oh,
to be a better player.
That woman was sensational. And why?
Yeah.
But still, they talking about their loss rather than
exactly
the historic win and the manner in which it was done.
Manner in which
it was done. That was some of the best defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was changed the whole complexity of the game. Hey, Ray, go get her now. Have your time.
And on top of that too, if you go back to the LSU game with that, I mean, it was the coaching thing. I mean, it was all wrong how they even played her in the LSU. The LSU,
you know why? Because Kim Mulkey was so worried about how everything was starting to come out. You know how they do, the media do.
Yeah.
You on your way back. And I think a lot of it got to do with because of the way Angel Reese been carrying it since they won the title. Like she put that burden on her. Yeah. Like she said, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna say everything politically wrong because I am her.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So what the media do? Okay, I'm gonna show you what I am her gonna get. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna find out everything about your coach. Then finally we gonna explode it. We gonna shut y'all down one way or another.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just came at the right time against the right team because they wanted to put her in the game. They wanted to put her in the national championship game.
Oh yeah, no question. Yeah, I mean, Stevie Wonder could have seen what the national championship game was going to be Caitlin Clark in South Carolina. I mean, that was the matchup that was going to sell the most tickets. Period. You know,
And that lets me know if they really want to stop all this streaming stuff, they really could, because they had that game.
They had the whole women's tournament locked.
That game was unstreamable. That's the first time I was saying that. That game was unstreamable. If you didn't have ESPN, you was not getting that game at all.
Nope.
They made sure that was going to be the most watched, most televised college basketball game in history, and it was.
Yeah,
they lined everything up. Even including that last whatever call it was. That
you talking about the men's game?
No, the women's game.
No, I'm saying, but if the ratings beat the men's championship game too.
It sure did.
Right.
I think it was like 18 million versus 14.
Who wanted UConn and Purdue?
Nobody. And I look here, man. That game, that was the most boring final I've ever seen. One of the most boring.
And why you say that?
Man, the only thing the only reason why those two were in there because of the size. Look at it. They had a 7-footer. Who was that? Was that UConn had a 7-footer and Purdue had a 7? And you couldn't look. You won't drive into the basket. That's the only reason why
the difference was UConn 7-footer was more athletic than Purdue's.
But it was still boring as hell. It was milk. It was milk toast at the best.
But see, you know what I enjoy out of it the most, Dad?
What was that?
Last
the
month,
commercials?
No, a couple months ago when I said the women was more exciting than the men, and y'all said, "Oh, no." When the Final Four hit, the Final Four hit, the men's game is gonna take over. Then there's nothing to talk about them now. We may not know about them now, but when the tournament come around, then y'all, the men's game will pick up. It never did.
Because I said it never did. Women's college basketball. Was a better watch from the beginning of the year too.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Aaron?
No, on the men's side, you didn't have them teams like the Dukes and the Carolinas, that will bring a draw and that big rivalry. I mean, UConn is a great basketball powerhouse, and they look like they're trying to build a dynasty, but you didn't have those people like the Tar Heels or the Dukes to come in there and because they're fan favorites, and then with the rivalries and everything. So once you don't have that, I mean, you don't have a lot of viewership, and you comparing it to the women when the women just really kicking it up for the viewership. So and then I'm excited to see what's going to happen when it rolls over to WNBA, which is with this draft class in the WNBA is one of the best I've seen since like the beginning when you had the people like the Cheryl Swoops, that first class,
right.
Of the WNBA.
Right. Hey, look, man, but hey, Aaron, what I'm excited about is to finally see after years and years, the women are finally getting some notoriety here. And I got a question for the panel here. Mm-hmm. What do you think turned this whole thing around? Because you would turn on a women's college basketball game or a WNBA game, and the stands were half full or half empty, however you want to look at it, right? But now, what is
the athleticism of the women
athleticism or the skills?
The athleticism and skill set of the women players.
Because the women they're not dunking the basketball.
Truly, to me, you had to start respecting women's sports when they came up with the first women's dream team.
Yeah, we would. I mean, as sports enthusiasts would, but I'm talking about drawing a crowd, putting seats in the bench.
But it's still, you got to look at it. The growth of how they do every. Hey, there's some women out here that handle the ball better than some men NBA guards.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the skills.
Diana Taurasi, all of them. They changed the game.
Yeah, but just like this college.
Now this class, this class gonna set the tone for the future.
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
WNBA.
I'm glad, but what I'm saying is there was a different vibe between the women playing and the men playing. The women, to me, brought a more exciting game to the viewers than the men did.
I mean, because
that's my opinion.
I think because the women, you already know that the women know that we're gonna view the men's game, but they gonna work for it. They work
But
so
that's
hard
not my
to
question,
make it
though.
seem
My
like
question is, what turned this whole thing around?
But I got my take on that question. So this, like I say, so this particular draft class, you haven't seen, its comparison to the very first one when you had the Sher Swoops and all them people, Don Staley, and they was riding coming from that Olympic. So those were I guess the greats back then. So they were exciting. So it took a big drop as far as the excitement and entertainment when those people left Cooper,
Mm.
and the Houston Comets when they were building that dynasty. So it took a big drop, but they was entertaining. You mentioned Diana, you mentioned Sue Bird.
Maya Moore.
Right, Maya Moore. So you only had a couple of people,
Wow.
Tamika Holtzclaw. So you
Yeah.
only had you only had a couple of people, but I think it's the timing and season. So now you got people not only that they're good, but you built I guess you say entertainment stars like an Angel Reese. She's a brand. She's a brand in herself.
When she was in the league.
Right.
Right, like Candace Parker, it was a stage. So these things come in stages. So you go back to the men's game. So they say that Magic and Bird was the birth of what you see now. So Magic and Bird started with a commercial. They were the first ones with the Converse.
It's what the NBA needed because it was struggling.
Hey, Dad.
Right.
You got a point.
Right.
What you say, Mel?
They were able to sell the product of the NBA off of Magic and Bird.
Right.
My Aunt Emma said, "Good afternoon, gentlemen. Bottom line is that the women are outplaying the men, and it's long overdue for recognition. Well, long overdue, players and coach. And also, let's welcome to Off the Rails, the boxing guru, Mr. Mark Daniels. How you doing, Mark?
What's happening? What's going on, everybody?
Hey.
Back.
Oh man, it's Off the Rails. What are we talking about right now?
We talk about everything.
Anything and everything.
And
Yeah,
everything.
Hey, Mark.
Been sports related. We talking about what happened with the transition of how well the attention on the women's game is right now.
Which was long overdue, by the way.
Yeah, Mark. What do you think it caused this excitement right now? Russian. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, you remember going back several years, and not that far back, where you would turn on a women's game and the seats were half empty. But now, the excitement is there. I think that the women are now. I love it. I love the slam dunk. I love everything about men's basketball. Okay.
They do something else about that slam dunk, but we're gonna get to that a little bit later.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, seem like to me that the women have over the years now they developed that skill because in the very beginning they weren't shooting that outside shot that well.
No, they weren't.
Okay.
They weren't. The fundamentals was always there, but now you found that the talent is starting to get out there, so they are making these shots that they're what you're talking about. It's box office. Don't get me wrong.
Right. And so, Mark, what do you think attributed to the turnaround, and what do you think about the excitement about people now finally following women's basketball? Mark?
I think Caitlin Clark had a lot to do with that. I think last year that Final Four changed the way we looked at women's basketball. And I think it took it to a level where it was box office. You had to watch it. And, at this point, in my opinion, women's basketball by far is more exciting to watch than men's. They play every game. There ain't no, this person is out. This is going wrong. One and done. These girls don't have those options like that. They stick it out. They let their games mature. They and grow. And we're seeing the results of it. Unfortunately, the men's game, I guess they got so many different options that, at one point going to the G League, doing this, doing that we started getting watered down versions of what we were wanting to see. And now it's at a point where men's basketball has got to make a comeback because the women have taken over. I feel that the viewers that watched it last weekend for the championship, etc., let you know where their mindset is.
Right.
And these women are serious. I support them 100%. to me, outside of course, a boxing match, whatever, that's the first thing I turn on now. And I have no problem saying it. Again, the men, they better get their game together because these women are stepping up. They serious, and they're taking the viewers.
Right. I got a question for the panel. Hey, and I'm going to put this on the board. Do you got, has it because men's basketball has relegated to the three-pointer and the dunk, and you don't have that mid-range game, that sweet mid-range games, because these guys, no, they're coming down the court, first thing they jack up a three-pointer, and a whole lot of these kids can't shoot. So guess what? That's not my thing. My thing is, and if I were a coach, take it to the basket first. If that ain't working, then you kick it out. But you take it. I mean, so many of these guys are just relying on the three-pointer or the slam dunk, and there's no in between, in my opinion. What I'm seeing.
Yes, it's just after that. So look, my number says she disagrees about Kayla Clark. She's just one player and plays on one team. Now, my thing is this. All right. We want to give credit to Caitlin Clark for bringing notoriety, more notoriety to the game, to the women's game than ever before. Okay, but we feel like it's taking it a little bit too far when we start putting her in the GOAT conversations.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, do you think
I got
because
also a different take on it because really the notoriety and the change in women's college basketball happened when Dawn Staley announced herself and won her first championship against UConn and knocked Gino down.
Oh boy! Oh, we got to talk about Dawn too because her resume.
Think about it, because she lost the year before in a classic battle against Gino and UConn, and came back and won it the next year for her first one.
And like you said, box office, Dawn Staley.
Yeah.
Okay, and you guys go and take this around the table because you guys take it around the table because I got some dimes I want to drop about Dawn. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I think because of what Mark was saying a few minutes ago about Caitlin Clark, she's bringing a lot of household names. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look at like the Raven Johnsons, the Cardosos. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, the names are more recognizable because of what Caitlin Clark has brought to the table this season.
Well,
Caitlin's not the only one, but
No, I mean, no, that's true.
Caitlin has nothing to do with the recognition of those players.
I mean, but I'm saying, but when it comes to with a casual person, I mean, when they turn on the women's basketball, the first name that pops up in most people's minds is her.
Right?
She was must-see TV.
Exactly.
I put it to you like this.
Because that's who they want.
Right. Okay. Go ahead.
But let me ask you a question.
Stop. Hey, everybody. Pause.
I need to hear Aaron.
And then Mark.
Well. So my opinion is, I think everybody's right, but not just Caitlin Clark, and that's what they want us to believe.
That's right.
The whole thing. If y'all remember a year or two ago, people were talking more about Angel Reese first, and what I was saying in the beginning, I think these women are now becoming brands. It was an interview I saw years ago with Dr. J. Recent years, he was talking about the difference when he played and now. He said these guys are brands and corporations now, and this is what's happening with the women. Angel Reese is her own brand. All of them, Caitlin Clark. So I think it's a combination of these young ladies as well as the success with Dawn Staley in South Carolina. So that's why I think, this is my opinion, that's why you see it. It's not just one player. They want us to believe it's just Caitlin Clark just changed the whole thing. It's not one player. It's the combination. Because, you got to keep in mind, it ain't just Caitlin Clark out there. It's Angel Reese. It's the Cardozas. Now Raven Johnson became a star by shutting Caitlin Clark down. So
my other girl, Aisha Watkins.
Right, he's Watkins.
And
Juju. So you're getting star names, celebrities. So that's what we have not had overall in women's sports, whether it's college or the WNBA in a long time. And like I said, I went back to the Cheryl Swoops and all of them. They were stars. They were celebrities. Dawn Staley, born Lisa Leslie. Those women like that. So we're finally getting back into like a whole group of celebrities. So that's why people are looking at it. It ain't just Caitlin Clark. She's good and she's wonderful, but it ain't just her.
I agree with you 1,000%. And see, this is the thing about it. Now, Caitlin Clark, she is outstanding, no question about it. I'm gonna give her props, okay? But before her, and Mark, and you know who I'm talking about that too, Romar. She didn't hold a record, and I don't think she still has a record. Did when the AAU, what's that sister's name that had?
Well, yeah, Pearl Moore out of
Come on now,
Marion.
Yeah.
So
that's nothing good about her.
It's
all time.
Yeah.
But there's another one that had more that outscored Caitlin Clark. I think she played for Kansas.
Yeah, Lynette Woodard.
Yeah, Lynette Woodard.
Mm-hmm.
She also has more career points than Caitlin Clark.
And unfortunately, nobody's talking about her.
Well, guess what, folks? Let me just welcome to the United States of America and welcome to marketing in the USA. Because, and I tell you what, let me tell you what, I'm thankful for Caitlin Clark because Caitlin Clark. Now, I'm going to say this: a certain ethnic group, they are now buying in. Now, oh yeah, one of ours, she's out there, but guess what? She's not the one that made the sport to what it is. Think about what I'm saying right now, okay? All right, and I'm just going to say this: Caitlin Clark is an amazing, amazing basketball player. I've seen her make 3-pointers that I haven't seen men make. Caitlin Clark is also white. I'm just going to put it out there right there. And I think that has a lot to do with some of the attraction. Now,
no question.
And now, but on top of that, the benefit of this is you get a chance to see all this other talent. Whatever ethnic background it is, you are now, and so it's almost like glue. They can't get away from it now. Okay, they bought the product. Okay, even though Caitlin might have been the unknown spokesman for this, or silent spokesman of this, but now they have the chance to see and witness the greatness that the women are bringing to this sport, and I couldn't be happier. That's my take on that.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely are going into this generation in the WNBA with more marketable players to bring. Bring more,
but you have to bring
to the game.
You have to bring somebody to bring your product to the market.
But
Okay,
it ain't gonna be just her in this draft.
No, it's not. No, but you hear me out. You have to hear me out though, and because this is deep, brother. I'm telling you right now. A lot of the fans right now of women's basketball wasn't even looking, even though the greatness was already there, and they didn't start paying attention until one of them has started getting notoriety. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I remember going back into like the 60s and 70s, where the majority of the players on the basketball team were white, weren't they?
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay, and the games weren't the same. But now what's happening is, who is the makeup of not only the NBA but the NFL, and who brings the excitement to the game? But somebody had to open the door, right, for people to start paying attention. And so that goes on into the history of this country, even in college athletics with men. Because there were certain teams that would not have a black peer on their basketball team, or football team.
Okay, but
ain't no but there.
I understand that. That was then, but we all know even then, before we were allowed to be on those teams, they knew that we were the better. We were superior at everything that we do.
Known to who? The business thing about it is, it was known to us, but the world didn't know because those things were suppressed.
When they stopped being suppressed, what happened? You couldn't deny it after you seen it. You saw it, you can't. After you let us kick the ball in,
Roma, you
weren't able to close it.
Roma, you making my point?
I understand what you're saying.
Well, good. I'm glad. Move on.
Oh man, we got some. Man, this is what we call what off the rails is. So my aunt Emma said coaches and players that are playing unselfish basketball. The game has definitely changed. So, Mr. Turner,
Yes.
we're gonna keep things all NBA. We're gonna flip it to the NBA real quick.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we
Uh-oh.
going back to
We ain't talked about the draft yet.
No, not yet. No, we're gonna talk about the goats and the donkeys.
Oh.
No.
You know,
But about the NBA, Mel.
what you looking for in as far as these playoffs? We got one more day left in the regular season. Then we get into the playoffs. So what are you looking for as far as going everything in the East and the West?
Are you talking about my predictions or how it's going to be or?
Pretty much anything.
Yes.
Your thoughts in
Okay.
general.
Okay. In the East, I know everybody picking Boston, and my take on Boston, just like in previous years, for Boston to be legit with me, they have to go to the finals and win it. That's his bottom line because Tatum has in recent years, you know, we the media builds him up like he's going to be that one this year, and he flops in the finals or the Eastern Conference Finals. So that's my take with them. And on the West side, I still think Denver. I think at the end of the day, Denver. You see Golden State trying to pump up some like their last championship pedigree just to kind of get in the mix. But I think Golden State has to do a rehaul. I mean, they have to do some major changes. I mean, that championship nucleus is over and done with. Yeah. So I hear a lot of
But which player do you? But which player do you keep to stay there with Steph between
That's
Clay
a good
and Draymond? Which one of them you keep with them?
outside. We say about
right.
Draymond.
You know that they're gonna keep Clay. I mean Steph.
Right.
But
Right. No question. No question.
which one of the two out of Draymond and Clay do you keep? Which one you let walk between those two?
Or do you let both of them walk?
No, you don't let both of them walk.
I say you gotta let both of them walk.
Well, yeah, and that's why I'm leaning to as well because Clay ain't been the same Clay. I mean, since the injury. I mean, he hasn't been consistent. And Draymond's a Draymond. I mean, they have to get younger. You know, Steph is up in age, and that nucleus is over with. As far as what they got to compete in the West, and then some of them younger teams, and Denver is a beast. Denver is a beast. I mean, and then you still got to compete with that. They don't have anything in the world to compete with that. So they're going to make some moves. They're going to start making some moves, and it's going to take some years. And you know I think Steph needs they got to get a big superstar or something to complement Steph. I mean, because you got to realize Steph is up in age.
Yes. Let me piggyback for a second. I don't feel like they need someone to complement Steph. I think they need to Draymond and Clay got to go, and they need another star to build a team around. And let Steph play off of it because it's easy to find someone for Steph to play off of than rather build a team around a superstar in his mid-30s. I mean, how many more years do you got left? So why would you want to build a team around them instead of bringing someone in new, drafting somebody else, build a team around that guy? Steph can play off of anybody.
Yeah, he can.
I just feel like that he's a little bit better. He'll be better suited to have it going that way, and you'll get more out of getting rid of him. You'll get more out of getting rid of Draymond and Clay than keeping them.
Right. I absolutely agree because they still hold a lot of value to a lot of teams. So I think you got to get rid of both of them because one is not going to get them on the value end of what they need, because they need to blow that team up, for the most part. And like you say, and like you say, Steph can play with anybody, but they gotta blow that team up now. I mean, after the season, do what they do, but that's where their value at with Draymond and Clay. Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this. Does this mean you move on from Steve Kerr too?
Yes.
You think so? I don't know.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. To me. I mean,
I'm move on from because that's a fair question, because you got to think about it.
It is.
I mean,
now, did he get a contract extension?
They was generous with that one because he got that extension because they got that miraculous fourth ring.
Yeah, okay, Draymond. Oh boy, you
can't nowhere in the world they were supposed to get that ring.
Well, hold. So Draymond, he got a contract extension. Is that what I'm hearing?
No.
So how many?
We all talking about your favorite topic, Dad, getting rid of Draymond Green.
That's right.
We all talking, but my thing is,
what a great way to fire him up.
This is where I'm at. At what point do we start saying Steve Kerr got to go too? Because who is Steve Kerr without a Golden State Warriors team that was built by Mark
Jackson? That's exactly said that for years.
Man, this cup is good.
Guess what? He ran against what? It's almost like he built on what Mark had started there. Because Mark wasn't a losing coach, and I couldn't understand the trade there.
Why they got rid of Mark?
Why they get rid of him?
Because he was not a.
Because he was black. Oh,
yeah. I want that.
There's some good.
What was it?
No. He had, but it with ownership. He wasn't kissing their, you know what?
Well,
so they got rid of him.
Well,
so he was Jim Brown, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I understand that because.
Continue.
Hold on. Welcome to corporate America. I could tell you from a personal standpoint, you're exactly right. Hear me out. Roman, can I speak, sir? Okay. All right. So the point is, I know this from personal experiences. I've got fired from more corporations for standing up. All right. When my counterpart, he could stand up and there's nothing else, right? They do not want us challenging authority. I know that for a fact. But the point that I'm getting at, and I'm going to get back to Draymond here for a second. You guys know I do not like Draymond. Yep, he got 4 rings. All right. But I've seen him go off on his own players. I'm not even talking about the sucker punch. Even before that, there was one game where he was back there. You could hear him yelling even at Steve Kerr, the coach, just going off like just a mental maniac. Okay. To me, a team is a team. That means I got to trust you. I got to trust you. I got to trust you. I don't have to. I'm not supposed to look out or watch out because one of my teammates might go off and sucker punch me because I said something he didn't like. That is it. No. Look how many games he get kicked out of. He cost them they should have 5 rings right now. He cost him a championship. All right. And you're going to tell me he's irreplaceable? Hold on. Hear me out. You going to tell me he's irreplaceable? No. Oh, yeah. He brings that energy, but he also brings the chaos.
How can you say that he cost him the championship?
He did cost him. Remember that game? No. You listen for a second.
Hear me out. How can you say that he cost him the championship?
He cost him 8 championships.
As I recall, Kyrie Irving cost them that championship.
No.
Now let's be quiet.
No, we ain't gonna be quiet. So
Kyrie Irving doesn't hit that shot, Golden State wins.
Yeah, but he hit that shot. That's not the point. No. I'm talking about when Golden State was up.
Championship series.
He did that. Look at when Golden State, they were in control of that final. Okay, Draymond got kicked out.
What did I just say?
He got kicked out.
Changed the complexity of the series.
And then it cost him. Now, and then he had to sit out, right? Didn't have to sit out one game. When he came back,
that was game 5, wasn't it?
When he came back, he played like a little puppy.
He played, but it went 7, right?
It shouldn't have gone 7.
It went 7.
You
Kyrie
Are you-
is the reason they don't get.
are
the
you
championship.
ignoring the idiot in the room? That was Draymond.
No, he's not.
And look here.
I don't
And
care.
let me tell you something. Okay, if he,
I can't put all the blame
look
on
here,
him because
I'm
they-
gonna put the blame
they
on
could-
him.
they-
Look at you. And look here.
They
This is
can
my
beat- they could've beat him
conversation.
without.
And look here. Wait, hold on. This is my conversation. I'm putting the blame on him. And for those of you who said Draymond is irreplaceable, Golden State needs him. No, they do not. You trying to tell me there's not another player that they can get that's comparable to what he's doing in the league right now? Are you serious right now?
Well,
I'm gonna
I tell you like
something
this,
else.
Dad. I tell you like this, Dad. We're gonna find out when he's gone.
Well,
We're about to find out.
well,
okay?
guess what? But see, they got a lot of rebuilding. I heard that I was listening on another channel outside. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, I was listening to us on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a brand new YouTube channel. Please, if you listen to us right now, wherever you are in the world, please like and subscribe to Studio W, The Buzz. Studio W, The Buzz. We're on YouTube right now. Hey, iHeartRadio. We're waiting for you to pick us up, okay? All right. But anyway, back to the program. Now,
And that's from WB.
that's it. Grab a glass.
Oh, grab a glass because we're going about to go off the rail.
A little bit too late for that. A little bit too late for that. Man, I didn't grab the glass. I grabbed the red cup. So,
I grabbed me a bottle.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's awfully warm in here.
there's no heat on.
Well, he's on California, ain't it?
Okay, I'll tell you what.
Thermos 78.
Because that's the temperature in the room. Because you loudmouths have heated the place up.
Well,
That's
that's
what
what we do.
It's a little.
There's no heat on.
The climate is too warm for a
I
guy wearing
promise
2
you,
shirts. Okay,
there's
that's all I'm
If it
saying.
wasn't for Romar, it wouldn't be no heater.
The climate is a little bit too warm for a guy to be wearing 2 shirts. I done sweat out the hat.
But it doesn't help when you're wearing black either. That makes it worse. You're drawing the heat to you.
Yeah.
If you think about it, I'm sorry.
You know what James said?
Guess what? We're all black.
Yeah.
You know what
All right,
Jamie
all right.
Foxx said?
You
You,
know
gotta
what?
blame it on something, don't you?
I'm not.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't disputing that crap.
I mean this.
Never mind.
I'm sorry. I grabbed the red cup instead of the glass.
You just
okay?
found a way to shut me down when I try to make a comeback and it don't work.
Yeah, it ain't going to work.
Yeah, you worry about we all black.
We all wearing black.
Hey, let's get let's get into some of this nitty gritty. Waiting for football, the draft in about another week and a half.
Oh man. And no, wait a minute, hold it.
Hold
Are
on.
we done with basketball yet?
Man, what is that?
Well, we can switch to football, okay. But anyway, I made a comment after you guys went off this morning. And I'm saying, watch out for OKC. These guys are young, talented. Okay, Romar, you're going to have to comment on that. And I want to go around the panel. Nobody's even talking about that. Okay, where are they in the West right now?
They're currently number 1 right now.
And who's right behind them?
The Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves.
Timberwolves are number 2.
No.
But again, it depends.
It's a 3-way tie, though.
It depends on what
It
website you
is?
go on.
Yeah,
So I'm on ESPN.
Okay, you got OKC, you got the Timberwolves. Who's number 3?
Denver.
Ooh. And can we talk about this just a little bit? And we can go to football anytime you guys, Mill, it's your show. I mean, you're the navigator here. But I want to just go around the room real quick. And let's talk about who do you project that's going to be in the East Finals, the West Finals, and who's going to come out of the East, who's going to come out of the West?
well, if I'm OKC, not gonna be in the Western Conference Finals.
You okay?
Right.
Right.
Because if they finish number 1, depending on who they draw at 8, could be a problem for them.
All right. As it stands right now, they still have to have the play-in though, right? So we don't know who's
Yeah.
number 8.
But
Well,
we don't know yet.
Pick
right
one.
now, eight
Pick
is
one.
eight is LA.
Okay.
So
Woo! LA's in trouble.
no, LA maybe no,
Oh, why
No.
not? Oh, okay. Come on.
no.
They've been playing great lately.
Hold on. The one thing, and guess what happens? the same thing that Street Clothes did last year. He about to do again this year.
Oh.
He about to be healthy for the playoffs, and that's a problem.
He better be.
And that's a problem. They went to the Western Conference Finals last year.
Yeah.
LA gonna be a problem for anybody.
With a healthy Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're going into the playoffs again this year with a healthy Anthony Davis.
Well, let's see it. Okay.
If OKC draw LA at 8 versus 1, pack it up, OKC. Start again next year.
I don't know about all of that. Are you predicting a sweep?
No, but they gonna lose in 6.
Okay.
OKC is not going to stop a skilled big man in a 7-game series. That's what it's all boiling down to.
And
that's going to be their downfall.
And if they match up with Sacramento, they done.
So, in other words, OKC is suspect. No matter who they draw.
Suspect.
Right?
You know what?
Suspect.
You know what? I've never seen a number one suspect in my life. Okay.
I have.
Really?
I have.
Like
Milwaukee.
Hey, watch your mouth.
You started that one, WB.
I sure did.
And you
And
know, I know that one.
I'm not done yet.
I ain't never seen
that's
it.
so, now, who else on the panel? Was that Aaron or was that Mark that had a comment?
No, that's me. So I think I'm looking at Boston and Denver.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Boston and Denver. Boston coming out there and Denver winning.
Mm. Okay.
That's what I'm
Aaron, continue your thought, but I got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
You saw how the Knicks handled Boston last night. What was the problem?
Well, see the Knicks need Randall because Brunson's the only offense they really have. The Knicks ain't going nowhere unless they get more offense. They're right there at the door.
I don't think they need Randall because I like the Knicks. That's my squad, but Julius Randle, he goes searching for the offense when he ain't scoring. He forces things. The way that they run, they playing right now, and Brunson able to do what they doing, he's just freeing his. He catching he trailing on the offensive end. A lot of the times, they on the break and he just a trailer.
So let me ask you this, dude. So do you agree if it's not Randall, they need more offense?
I mean, they do, but
more consistency.
The contributions that they're getting right now from Hart and the other boy from Villanova and the boy that they traded for.
Yeah.
You don't know where it can come from because if Brunson ain't on, he gonna still make the offensive go because he the point guard.
Brunson the dude.
And what I'm saying is basically, if he ain't on, you don't know where it's gonna come from because it can come from either one of them.
But Brunson does more than that too.
But my issue with Brunson is I guess the issue with the Knicks, you can't have Brunson scoring 40-some points, being a facilitator. That's the thing. Yeah, and like you say, they got to be consistent with that offense of spreading it around. What you said is exactly true about them spreading it around, but they got to be consistent with that. They're not going far if Brunson's scoring 40, 43 points.
Yeah, but you got to look at it. Randall might be done for the year.
He already is done for the year.
He's done for the year.
He's already done.
Okay.
So
somebody else is going to have to step up.
Right.
But who else you got behind Brunson?
One thing about Randall,
they don't have a deep enough bench. That's one thing.
And that's why
Yeah.
I said they're second round.
They ain't got somebody that's gonna be a consistent 6-man that can help keep them in games scoring.
right? Romar, one thing I have to agree with you about Randall though. If Randall is on, he's on. If he's off, the Knicks lose.
Yeah.
When he's on the court. That is my pick about that. But that Brunson, man, that cat is mean. Now, where did he come from?
Dallas. Oh, you mean wait?
No, former team. I don't understand why they let him go. Was it
that was a really dumb
They ain't want to
mistake.
pay him.
They didn't want to pay him. They went and got Kyrie, but they ain't want to pay him.
Yeah.
wow?
See, if they would have kept him, there would have been no way for them to get Kyrie because Jalen Brunson was asking for a nice piece of change.
Well, he deserved it.
And he, yeah.
He was the number 2 scorer behind Luka.
But yeah, that was like a straight dumb move with Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban paid a man because, as y'all know, that year, I mean, he went off. That's when we really knew who Brunson was.
Right.
Like I said, he was right behind Luka, and they was like, well, I think that was the Western Conference Finals they went to.
And he carried the team when Luka was there for a stretch during the regular season that year.
Mm.
Right.
And you
So
know what?
paid a man.
Exactly right.
And now with Kyrie, I mean, they good, but you was almost there. So pay the man.
You're exactly right. And Mark, I mean, Aaron, I have to agree with you. And I think because Jalen wasn't a household name at that time. I mean, he wasn't a household. But, you know, the proof is in the pudding. Yeah, I hate that phrase, but I use it anyway. That
it is true, right?
It is true. If you got something there, because you have to. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Michael Jordan, he's in North Carolina. Okay, his first couple of years, nobody knew what he was. You know, first couple of years, only his.
Whoa!
Hold it.
Whoa.
Well, Margaret, let me finish. It was his last year, and then going into the NBA when somehow people caught fire. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong, Romar.
The birth of Michael Jordan came
when
his sophomore year. When
he
hit the shot to win the national championship game.
Okay, now
and then his junior year, he won National Player of the Year. Going and left North Carolina after his junior year, played in the Olympics, won a gold medal, and became a Chicago Bull with the 3rd pick that made the Earth sick.
It was the second and third, the 3rd year basically that put him on the map. Because you have to remember,
he was a highly touted recruit coming out of high school.
His high school coach cut him. He got cut.
That was a sophomore. He was in a JV team or something. Regardless of him getting cut, the next couple of years he became one of the highly touted recruits in the country.
That was after the Olympics.
No,
come on, man.
He won the Olympics after he left for the NBA after his junior year of college and played in the Olympics when. That year that Bob Mike
I'm gonna give you this. Sophomore year, going into the
sophomore year.
You didn't know who he was when he was a freshman.
No,
you didn't know who he was when he was a freshman.
I was 5 years old.
I don't care how old you were.
But I know enough now.
When Mike was a freshman, I mean, you had Perkins and Worthy, and I mean
you're right.
But
go ahead.
You can't say that nobody knew who he was because you don't get that championship without that shot.
That's in his junior year.
No, it wasn't. It was his sophomore year.
Okay, it was sophomore year. Okay, you're right about that.
Sophomore year, the shot put him on the map.
Okay, I go along with that.
But he was the 3rd piece in North Carolina when he played his freshman year.
And now
he did some things.
Okay, now we're going to go into another conversation. And a lot of people, like I said, and Aaron and I have we've already established who the GOAT was, and it wasn't Michael Jordan. Okay, now, but let's talk about who is the GOAT now? There are a couple of things that could have happened that didn't happen. Okay, so we can't talk about who could have, would have, right? However. Michael Jordan.
Mike is the GOAT.
It took Michael. Well, hold it. Michael Jordan didn't win his first championship until he was in the league for 7 years.
Okay.
When did Kobe win his first one? Come on now. What, 2nd or 3rd year? Kobe has 5. Mike got 6.
Now here you go.
Okay. Now hold on. And now,
see where you going.
If that knucklehead Shaq wasn't a knucklehead, Kobe would have 7.
No, let's not do that.
I did it.
Let's not do that.
Too late.
As much as I respect Kobe Bean.
Are you trying to tell me? Are you trying to tell me? Didn't Shaq go to Miami and get a championship?
Hold on.
Didn't Shaq go and get it Miami and get it? That's a yes or no question, Romar. It ain't that hard.
Yes, but Kobe doesn't get 3 without Shaq, and Kobe doesn't get the other two without Phil.
And guess without Phil ain't had nothing to do with that. Phil ain't had nothing. No, Phil. No. Guess what?
Listen to this.
No, I know. No. Guess what? Because guess what? Phil didn't run in the plays. All he do is stand up and do his fingers, rolling the game. Keep playing.
Hold on.
Keep
Like
playing.
Stephen A.
Keep
said.
playing. What?
All right, Aaron. Now,
Yeah.
you crying to the franchise to get Shaq out of there. You got Shaq out of there, man.
brother.
You got Shaq out there.
Who cried to get this Shaq?
Kobe. He went to the front office and said it's either me or him.
No, he said that Shaq
Listen.
needed to take
Listen.
too few lunch breaks. That's what it was.
But regardless of the fact, you can't make somebody train the way that you train because you want to train the way that you train.
No, he said that. He said train a little bit.
Hey, look, at the end of the day,
Shaq ain't want to train.
You don't get the three. You don't get your first three without him.
Look,
And
me and you on team.
Then you cried. Then you cried when Phil wanted it. When Phil was on some other, so you got Phil out of the way. Then you wanted to go hire Rudy Tomjanovich. You go 42-42 with Rudy.
I ain't going with. I would have gone with Rudy
No,
either.
He go 41-41. He go 500 with Rudy and cry to the front office. Fire Rudy. Go get Phil.
No, that ain't the way it went down. That's not the way.
Ain't that the way it went down?
No, the whole point is.
Yeah. I mean, he's right, and I do agree that he was. No, he wasn't one no more. If it wasn't for Phil, he wasn't one.
And what he do? What he do? Go to the front office, make a trade to get me a big man.
Is anybody doubting?
He didn't win a. It's not. It's a blemish on Kobe Bryant because he
It ain't no blemish on
He
Kobe.
never won one without a dominant big man.
But
He won 6 without a center.
that is a lie.
They got
Mike
Paul
didn't win the
Gasol,
games by himself.
Paul Gasol, and that squad with that and Phil. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know what? You know what? I'm going to argue.
Hold on. Mike won his first 3 championships with Bill Cartwright as his starting center.
Okay, well, Bill did his job.
Then he won the next 3 with Will Perdue and Bill Winnington. Where's the dominant center at?
Well, guess what? They did what they had to do to win. It's a team. It ain't one player that can win a doggone game.
Like Shaq said, he coached Kobe. Ain't no iron team. Kobe looked at him and said, but it is a me, mother.
No, that's not the way it works.
Yeah.
That is not the way it works. It takes 5 players on a team, and you got to have a bench. Okay? And Phil did little coaching as far as I'm concerned. He had the triangle offense. That's all he had.
That's all you. Hey, if it produced championships, what else you need to do?
Well, how did it work for you in New York? It didn't.
What you mean? He ain't never
He
coached
did
New York.
no, you doggo. He tried to implement that same triangle offense in New York.
Huh? He played in.
No, he was a GM. He tried to implement that. That's because of his broken hip. He wouldn't even come down on the court. The point that I'm making right now is that Phil tried to implement the triangle offense in New York. And guess what? How did it? Whoa. Hold. Let me ask you a
Please
question.
tell me how.
Let me ask you a question. Is a general manager important in professional basketball? Is that GM has any importance at all? Or is he just collecting a paycheck?
It's some that could just
No,
collect
the
the paycheck and some that actually
GM
their job serious.
A GM, translated, general manager, has a major portion and input on how that team runs.
No, you don't have
No.
You don't have nothing to do with
Yes, you
ain't
do.
got nothing. You don't have nothing to do with what the coaches
Yeah, oh,
what
no,
the
you
coach
don't.
do
Yes, you
with
do.
his team.
That is not true, Romar.
You can't tell me if I'm the coach and you the GM, you can't come to me and tell me how to coach my team.
I can fire you.
Well, then you gonna have to fire me because ain't no way you
You're
gonna tell
fired.
me how to coach my team.
Yes, I can.
You put the plans together so I can make this team what it need to be.
And if you ain't
You
doing
ain't gonna tell me I gotta run your plays because you used to be an NBA coach. So yeah, that's exactly why Mark Jackson got fired in Golden State.
And guess what? And you can tell me that on your way out.
Yeah.
Because I'm the GM and you fired.
Hey, up, and I'm gonna be just like Mark. Cool, I got a job tomorrow, analyst, being an analyst.
Well, why don't you carry your butt down there?
It ain't
I hope your
me,
bags
does
are
it?
packed. I hope your bags are packed. It doesn't make any difference. No, you're trying to tell me because when are you trying to tell me when uh, Miller's turning on mic stand? I think. Oh, okay, all right. You trying to tell me?
Man, look, see, they got me sweating in here, man.
Hey, you got yourself sweating.
I tell you now, the heat is on, baby.
Now you see why this is called Off the Rails right there, Ern.
Look, we gotta have Romar is the star right here. When it comes to off the rails is never complete without Romar involved.
Man, look at I love this off the rails because this is what we get, and we let it all hang out.
Let it all out,
Say-
Romar. You've been holding this for a long time.
It's not that we ain't trying to get off the camera. We trying to catch some air. Okay? We
Yeah.
still here. I'm still here.
And you know all
Look at you over there. Look, he wiping the sweat off his brow now, boy.
and you know what? And I promise you, and there is no. No. And guess what? No. The heat isn't on. I know. No, the thermostat is off, but the heat is on.
Hey, look at.
Boy, I'm loving
Look
this.
at you. Look. Romar's so fired up. He don't know which one drink to grab.
Yeah.
Look at him over there, man. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, hey guys, look, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Studio W The Buzz. This is Off the Rails, and guess what? It is live right now on YouTube.
Yes.
It is live on YouTube. We're gonna put it on the homepage. Oh man, I love this program right here because we say what we want to say, feel how you want to feel, let it all hang off. That's what Off the Rail means. This is not a political show. It is not a what white toast or milk toast or whatever it is show. We're gonna do this thing. Roma, I'm talking, and he's in the background. Okay, but anyway, hey Kim.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, hey, is Mark still on?
I don't think so. Nah.
Mark not on, but anyway,
He was, but he's not.
Hey, Aaron, man, I want you to share with the audience and also share Off the Reels with your fans, okay? And that is Studio W The Buzz. We need you guys to subscribe. What we want, see, Romar's still talking in the background. Okay, man, Romar. Okay,
He just don't care.
No, I know he don't. But anyway, we're gonna cut his mic. So this is what we're gonna do. So, but anyway, hey, tell your friends to subscribe to this crazy channel. Hey guys, guess what I put in the caption? One of the wildly crazy programs.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
you're definitely gonna get it.
Okay, and it's called Off the Reels. With Mill. Hey man, I love this. I don't know who came up with this idea.
We actually, it was a group thing.
Okay.
Is Aaron still there?
Yeah. It was
Okay.
But-
I love it,
but
man.
we
Oh,
will
Mark,
we will give.
Mark trying to get back in.
I-
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Make sure he gets in.
Aaron, we got to give you some of the credit.
Who is that?
You actually was the creator of Off the Rails without knowing that you were.
Who gave us that was that Aaron?
Yeah.
No, because the
The original afternoon
show
interview that we were supposed to do with y'all, it kind of we ended up doing the show anyway, and that started.
Off the Reels.
It was like one thing led to another. Plan A didn't work out, so we had to go with plan. We had to improvise Plan B.
And I love Plan B.
And Plan B is
Okay, so what y'all say? Y'all owe me a check then?
No, we didn't say okay.
We ain't going that far.
No. Hey, Aaron.
It's on tape. It's on tape.
Hey, Aaron, guess what? This is what we're gonna do. All right.
Mhm.
You help us, okay, and share with all your friends. Okay, this channel, this YouTube channel, Studio W The Buzz. Okay? And and what we need is about 50,000 subscribers. And then we're gonna get on iHeartRadio and get us, and then I want everybody to go get a check. So let's do that. Everybody do their part. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening right now and you're not a participant of this program, please subscribe and share with your friends. We need 50,000. Okay, let's do that. Because see, I tell you what, I've heard so many dull programs on YouTube, right? and they got 1 million. How in the hell they get to 1 million when they're not as exciting as we are?
I don't know, but I
It's
think-
called advertising. So what we need to do, one by one, share it with your friends. Romar, Mill, I know you're gonna do it. Kevin,
Yep.
I ain't got no friends.
okay,
Yeah,
you ain't
yeah,
got no friends. You know, I can understand why. Okay, anyway,
I ain't even seen-
Mark.
I ain't even know-
Come on, man.
I ain't even got
Hey,
no
look.
friends.
Hey,
So,
look.
I got family. They ain't my friends. This
Hey,
is my
April
friends. I ain't got no friends, man.
April Fool's was 2 weeks ago. Come on, you ain't got no
Oh,
friends.
man.
April Fool's was 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
man. You're not fooling nobody.
okay, so you tell me I shouldn't have let you in my house? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh.
Hey, Dad, Aunt Emma said she want her check.
Okay, Emma, the same rule goes for you. Help us get to 50,000. Okay, and that's sharing this channel. Studio W, The Buzz, BUZZ. Why are you laughing, Romar? Studio W, The Buzz. That's right. Kick back, grab a glass.
It's the voice. It's the voice.
Hey, no. Yo,
Hey,
we got to do it the whole
say
time.
it, this is how it sounds.
Kick back, grab a glass.
This is how you sound.
Hey,
I want everyone to share this.
Yeah, 50,000
Studio WB, the Buzz.
That's the radio voice. That's the radio voice.
Yeah, like you ready to just go into some 1960 late night R&B jump.
no,
You ready to go to some Shabbat music,
it's called. It's
and
called.
I'm bringing you the smooth sound by the James River.
You talking right? Look here, check this out.
There you go. There you go.
But see, Aaron, he got. I learned the last time we did the off the rail. He got 3 different radio voices.
But that last one was a smooth groove voice.
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, it depends on what show we're on.
Yeah, smooth groove.
You know, I have
Turn the lights down low. Turn the lights down low.
He gonna scream at you like Teddy P. Turn the lights on.
Smooth groove 1970. Turn it off.
That's right. Turn it off. Yeah, absolutely. No, you're exactly right about that because I don't. It goes into autopilot. It depends on what mood I'm in, what voice I bring.
Oh, wait. I can't, man.
Oh, wait.
Hey, can we get back to regular broadcasting?
See that?
No, this is not regular broadcasting. This is not regular broadcasting. So I don't see how we can get back to something we never. I don't think it started that way.
What were we talking about before we got into that shenanigans?
I totally forgot.
Hey man, I got a birthday party too.
No, you don't. No, you ain't going nowhere now. You ain't going nowhere yet.
Well, my aunt said, don't forget about Carolyn Peck. She plays
Okay.
a major part in women's basketball.
Oh yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Wow, talk about the guys.
Yeah,
Hey,
Carolyn.
man.
Oh, boy.
So
And one person we never talked about is Cheryl Miller. We never say anything about Cheryl Miller.
I mean, because Cheryl Miller, they give her flowers, but
Yeah.
they don't give them to her enough.
right,
I will
Yeah,
say
yeah.
that. But I will say this thing, and watch what I say. Caitlin Clark is already going to be a memory because of the girl named Juju.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna turn women's college basketball up to a totally different level.
You know what, Juju?
Yeah, Juju gonna be. Caitlin Clark is already forgotten about in my eyes
Well,
because I want to see what Juju gonna do next year.
Well, don't forget the other one.
Facts.
Don't forget Paige.
Paige come back, and it's a
Paige-
whole new crop of females.
Paige,
because
her.
I mean, if you want to talk about bringing somebody back,
It's not there no more. Cause them 2 years without her,
But I think
UConn was still UConn.
But I think you got a point because Caitlin Clark could very well be that Christian Leitner. You know, they held Christian Leitner as a god, and he was going to be the next Larry Bird, everything, and was a total bust when he walked in the NBA.
Yeah.
Now let me throw this one
And
at
if she
y'all.
gonna be the number one pick, guess who she gonna team up with?
Boston,
Yeah,
Leah Boston,
They gonna be nasty.
From where?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
But look, check this out, guys.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that? That's the sound of the people that can beat that can beat Cheryl Miller one-on-one. Nobody.
Hey,
Y'all can say all you want. Yeah, no music. You can say all you want.
yeah,
Ain't none of them seeing Cheryl Miller.
yeah. She was.
She was beating Reggie. She was beating her own brother.
Hey, what? She said, and I be tripping when Reggie tell a story about how she hit him with the, I hit 105 tonight.
Yeah.
She said, oh, what you do tonight? He was like, yeah, started tonight. I hit like 45. He said, look, they in the front seat laughing. He asked, what you do? You drop 60, 70 something. They still laughing. That man say, her and her daddy is in the front seat still laughing. Then she just out of the blue. Well, I had 105.
Yeah.
Like,
And who does that?
yeah,
High school, whatever. Who does that?
with no 3-point line.
No 3-point line. No 3-point line.
And did it at USC without one.
Yeah.
Was killing her.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So my thing with the Caitlin Clark, I mean, is way.
Yeah, it reminds you. You
Just
are
let them go.
right. It reminds you of that Christian Leitner type of deal.
They held him like he was going to be the next one.
Because you know, am I able to say damn? We know damn well Shaq should have been that college player on that dream team.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know that was political.
Yeah.
Because he was a man at the time and he was white. So you got to put him on there.
No. During that time, I think they had a rule too. College player of the year, play on the Olympic team. They get to bring that one. If you get one college player, it always was the college player of the year.
And then the crazy part about it, like, you know, they said in the documentary or whatever, as you see, he ain't even touch the ball.
He never touched the court.
He ain't touch the court. He ain't touch the ball in practice. He ain't do nothing.
He ain't score a point. He got in for like 2 minutes in garbage time. I thought I saw him on
Well, he did do something. He got beat by them in practice of the teams that Chuck Daly didn't never want nobody to see.
Yeah.
on him getting abused by the Admiral and them.
No. When the dream team got dragged by college players.
Oh, that
Oh yeah. When they played against Hurley and Weber and all them.
Yeah.
Grant Hill, I think, was on that squad too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they was abusing his hind parts. That's what that came from.
Oh, they abused everybody.
Mm-hmm.
See,
That's why them tapes ain't come out.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, a lot of those guys, they play better behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
When the lights hit them, they play a little bit. They don't play the same game. They play a little bit more timid, a little bit more cautious. A little bit
All
more.
right. I got a crazy thing to ask. Might be debatable. Who was the greatest player that come from out of Duke that had a NBA career, a great NBA career? I'm gonna tell you who I think the best player that ever came out of Duke that played in the NBA is.
Who's that?
Grant Hill. Barn outside of the injuries.
I was about to say,
Outside of the injuries,
that is debatable.
That is the greatest player.
I think so. I think so.
I mean, hold on. If you gonna say Kyrie, you only basing that off of 9 games. Grant won championships.
Well, Kyrie won a championship too.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Not in college.
Not at Duke. Oh, well, not at Duke. So,
I mean,
man, that
then-
makes it difficult.
okay. Career wise,
'cause
even
he
though
won-
Grant missed 7, he got like an 18. He got an 18-year career in the NBA. Somewhat around them lines.
Well, I mean, you got Kyrie having
Yeah,
a ring, and Kyrie still going.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Elton Brand, he
Uh,
had reasonably
If it,
six, 10
he's,
good years, even though he
I mean, he's
played
all
for
right.
10.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
want, I want to say JJ Redick, but he didn't win nothing.
Yeah, but yeah.
I,
That's the
I
only
would
thing
say
about that.
I would say Grant, because I wouldn't put Kyrie in the mix yet because he's still playing. But if you exclude Kyrie, but I would say Grant for right now. Even though he didn't win a ring, but I'm just saying because Grant, I mean, the injuries really killed him
Mhm.
because you got a lot of people saying that, hey, he would have been that man, but the injuries.
Yeah, but he did win a ring on the collegiate level though.
Yeah, yeah,
He did have that one championship. As far as JJ Redick goes, he had the more lengthy career on both levels, but
yeah.
those during the times when Duke wasn't winning.
Right,
So
right, right, right.
that makes
Yo,
it kind of
I
tough.
think JJ got a college championship. Yeah, I think he does have a ring.
Yeah, make me Google it now.
If I'm not mistaken, he does have a ring with Coach K.
I am checking that. I want to believe if he does, then that's my answer because that will put him over the top.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that because, like you said, with the longevity, so that definitely beats Grant Hill, and yeah, yeah.
Oh, I can say, give me a.
I'm not really just hold on. Okay, the long career, but Grant got NBA Rookie of the Year,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and Grant, even though he ain't played that long, barring the injuries, he has about 85 triple doubles.
Mm. Mm.
I mean, well, nah, I ain't gonna say, but at least got 40 because remember him and Jason Kidd, 90 in and night out was giving people triple doubles
Right,
their
right, right.
rookie year because they shared the Rookie of the Year,
Yeah.
and he was
I mean,
doing that.
Nah, he don't have one.
Who, JJ Dunk?
He has National College Player of the Year.
Okay. All right. I thought he got one while he was at
He
Duke.
has ACC Athlete of the Year, 2 times ACC Player of the Year,
Okay. Well, I guess it's still Grant.
2 time
Yeah.
ACC Tournament MVP.
Grant. Grant
He
was.
does have his jersey retired from Duke.
Oh, okay. That can make a difference too. Then.
No, JJ Redick. I'm pretty sure Grant Hill got jersey retired too.
Yeah, he got it. He got it. He got to be.
But you can't argue. You can't argue the point. I mean, he's had the both. I would say he's had the better career on both ends.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say with JJ. Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
it had to be JJ. I mean, if you're looking at that.
The longevity, I definitely give it to him, but I'm just saying, like, if you look at it outside of Kyrie with the athleticism, it'd be Grant.
Yeah, it'll be Grant. I mean, I
Now,
mean,
the reason I say that too is because of the era of basketball that Grant Hill played in versus this era that Kyrie's been playing in.
yeah,
You had to show and prove back then in college that you was worth a 1-5 pick,
hmm
or yet better yet, 1 through 10. You had to prove in college that you was worth us taking you anywhere in the first round, the first 10 picks. Kyrie played 9 games and was already projected to be the number 1 pick off of 9 games.
hmm
Zion had something similar.
But Zion played a longer 1 year at Duke than Kyrie did.
Game wise, yeah, he did. So let me throw. I'm gonna tie this one into something we did a little bit earlier. Okay, who was the best player to come out of Kentucky?
Oh boy.
Mm.
You know, John Calipari ain't there no more.
Right,
Are
right,
you,
right.
are you talking like
All
all
those
time?
all those one and dones he got.
Well, I don't-
That's a tough one.
Do you go any side of Kentucky?
Not really.
Um,
Not
Well-
really.
if you want to put street
Because I just spoke of this guy's name.
clothes,
AD. I'm thinking AD.
Yep, that's what I'm talking.
I'm thinking AD.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
The most successful.
yeah. Now, the 1A to the AD is my my modern day Grant Hill, DeMarcus Cousins.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get injured,
Mm-hmm.
you talking problems for Joker for days.
Yeah, and then a healthy Cousins.
Yeah,
Nobody could match him. A healthy
Yeah.
Cousins. I don't care what squad he was on. So
yes.
I see your point.
I got two more names for you:
hmm
De'Aaron Fox, maybe, and Devin Booker.
Nope.
Um,
I'm just throwing it out.
I think
Another one.
I think Fox got to be proven more.
Okay, that's fair.
If we talk about that, and then Booker same way. I think he got to be proven more.
Now I would say I got one more.
I already know where this one's going.
Barring injury, John Wall.
Mm.
Hold on.
No.
Regardless of how many years he played, he owns the NBA record for most blocks by a guard.
Whoa. Oh, you see?
Yes. He owns the NBA record for most blocks by a guard.
That's a little known stat I never knew.
I got one. I
got another one for you too. Who you got, Bill?
I got Rex Chapman.
Ooh.
Okay,
Boy, that name, I haven't heard that name in a while.
I got Pat Riley.
Rex
go back to-
Chapman was a sniper, bro.
And you know what? You're exactly right about that. I forgot all about Chapman.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Riley played for Kentucky.
Pat Riley, what?
Yeah.
He has to do. What do you got to do with that?
We talking
What
about
about players?
all Kentucky players.
The best of the best of the crop.
Okay.
Okay,
I
I got
think
another one.
I think all we named, I still got to go with AD.
Yeah.
Out of all we named, because with
Believe it or not,
Kevin had, the two Kevin had, Fox and Booker, they got to be proven more.
Yeah.
They overall they haven't done nothing in the NBA.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, I got one.
I got another
I got a forgotten one.
Was it?
Jamal Mashburn.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a great one.
Bam Adebayo.
Antoine Walker.
Okay.
Mm.
Anybody outside of that?
And your boy, Romar, Julius Randle. Your boy.
You know, I like Julius Randle.
I'm
Like I
surprised
said
you didn't throw
again,
his name out first.
I like Julius Randle. The thing about in the NBA, the inconsistency gets me because I think he takes too many outside shots. I think he would be more effective. Man, you take that 10. Hold on.
I got a throwback for you.
Can I finish, Romar? That 8 to 10 point range there, he'll be more effective. I would get his butt off of that 3-point line and bring it inside.
Man, I got one for you. Tony Delp.
Mm.
All right. And they won their first. He was part of the first one of their national championship teams.
Oh,
You guys throwing some names I haven't heard in a while, right?
Speaking of throwbacks, here's another one. Tayshaun Prince.
Oh.
For the Pistons. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah. Aaron, you know this one well.
And he got what? They got a national championship. He got the national championship and the NBA championship.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, that might be number one.
1A.
Yeah.
1A.
Okay.
But
AD and
because
Tayshaun.
AD got one too.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying.
Hey guys,
You can go either
it's
way.
something we got away from, and we didn't. I don't think that we completed it. That's who. Aaron, I think he chimed in on this. I know he did. Who's coming out of the East? Okay, let's go back to my original question.
He said Boston.
He said-
Yeah, but nobody
Boston
else
and
chimed in. Nobody else chimed in. I want to hear what the panel has to say. Okay, Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals, and who's going to come out
Who
the
the two
East?
teams
Who's
in
going
the
to come out
Western
the
Conference
West?
Finals?
Eastern Conference. Who's going to be in
All
there?
right, so you asking who gonna win the West?
No, I
which
said,
two teams gonna come out of the which
who's going to
teams?
win the East? The last two teams. Okay, Eastern Finals, Western Finals, and then the Finals.
All right, well, my Eastern Conference matchup would probably be the best. The best one that they could probably sell on TV would be Boston and Milwaukee.
I'm not talking about who's going to sell. I'm talking about your opinion.
That's gonna be my opinion.
Boston and Milwaukee.
Yeah, Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
Boston winning.
Okay.
Western Conference Finals.
My follow-up question is the top 4 teams in the East right now. The top 4.
Wait, let me finish who my Western Conference was.
I'm not. No, we're gonna go to the Western Conference.
I know what Boston.
You got Boston, Milwaukee. Who's next?
Probably Cleveland.
Cleveland. Okay, and who's next?
I don't know if New York between probably New York. Could be
New York is up in
New York
at
could be
least in the
anywhere
top 5.
between 4 and 6.
Okay, who's number 4?
The Knicks.
The Knicks.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so that's your pick. Mill, who you got in the Eastern Finals?
You know what?
Come closer to your mic.
I'm gonna go out on my shield. I don't believe in Milwaukee Bucks, but I'm on the Bucks bandwagon, so I got them going all the way.
Oh,
Wait, where? All the way to
Right, Bill. You drunk too much lemonade on that one.
All the way to Wisconsin.
Oh, come on, nah.
I'm riding down. I'm going down on my shield.
What's in that cup, brother-in-law?
Yeah, what is in that cup anyway?
It's
But to say some stuff like that.
the Cubs are all the way over there in the cut. Yeah. I love sound.
I see something that starts with a C and end with an R. Like Crown Royal. Does it ring a bell? Okay, all right. But anyway,
but finish that one. Why is that? Finish that one.
Yeah. Man, because they're not gonna get it together. They're not gonna get it together. No more. Giannis ain't coming back.
No.
what you mean? What do you mean he's not coming back?
Yeah, what is it?
You think he's going to leave Milwaukee?
No, that calf strain. He's done for the year.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
That calf.
Wow.
Calf strain.
They're not going.
If they're not careful, and he goes out there and he ruptures it, he
Grant
tears his
Hill.
Achilles, then he's gone for 2 more years.
Ooh.
2 more years or 2 more months?
Years.
Yeah,
Man.
you gotta let that. You gotta let that regrow. Basically,
So what do you, as management? So what do you do? Do you put him out there or do you rest him?
You
No,
see
you
what
rest
happened?
I mean, he done.
Grant Hill.
Yeah, he a done deal. He a done deal. You got.
Oh man.
You gotta let that. Yeah, you gotta let that heal.
But see, that's the thing about it, and that's what ruined Grant Hill's career because Grant, he was a great player.
Yeah, but he wanted to listen to them doctors and get them cortisones.
Yeah, and
they killed him. But
and you see how it killed. You see how it killed.
He's still great
Kevin Durant.
he stole $93 million from Orlando.
No, I'm not going to agree that he stole it.
Yes, he did.
He's got it.
He got his money. I ain't mad at him for getting his money.
And Giannis
to get his money. I ain't mad at him for getting his money.
And Giannis is a twisted ankle away from doing the same.
And look, and it's so crazy because they gave him the same, but they signed him and T-Mac to the same deal in the same year, something like that, and paid both of them.
Paid both of them. Both of them got away with somebody.
Wow. But and T-Mac. Hey, that was my boy too.
Hold on,
that was my boy.
He played the last year. The Grant Hill came back. The last year, the 7-year deal.
Oh man,
and then got traded to Phoenix.
Oh man, but T-Mac was a baller though, dude.
Yeah,
he was a baller.
Yeah. Same thing with the Grant Hill. He could have been something.
Man, oh man. And think about this too, because I know injury is part of the game, but how there's so many greats. That is no fault of the owner. You get injured, you got injured, okay? And for whatever, it could be a freak accident.
But think about
And
some of the players that I still always want to know what it would have been like to see Len Bass in the NBA.
man, and we'll never know.
We'll never know that. And that's the
What-
sad part.
And then I wonder what it would have been like to see what Drazen Petrovic game would have been like if it wasn't for that car accident in the Olympics.
You know, and we'll never know. And
We knew because he gave Jordan fits.
hey, amazing stuff, man. And you know, and that is the excitement, you know, and also it's kind of bittersweet. The excitement and the disappointment because
Like
you
what if
you
Kwame
see,
Brown wasn't a bus?
man,
Mm.
For real.
man. And you know what else? And then you have to look at the. No, I hate to do this, but then you have promising players coming out of college and end up being bust.
Yep.
The first one comes to my mind is Kwame Brown.
No, but
Oh, man.
see.
I hate to put a damper on this show.
See, this way you get the promising player thing messed up at. Because the promising player
He was promising.
Hold on, the promising player started in high school. You could be a promising player in high school and be a bust in college.
You can be a
You
promising,
just avoided that situation.
and you be a promising player in college, be a busting and pros too, and we see that over and over and over again. All right, but anyway, let's get back to our thing here. Mill, did you okay? Coming out of the East, you picking who?
I said Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Kevin.
All right. I'm gonna just put it like this: Boston's coming out of the East, Denver's coming out of the West, and Nuggets winning it.
That's me. That's
Whoa,
me.
whoa, whoa.
I'm on the same. I'm on the same line with Aaron.
I got
Okay.
I got a Western Conference rematch. Western Conference final rematch with the Lakers and the Nuggets again this year.
Oh boy, that is bold. Now that is bold.
Mm.
Okay, Mill, you got the same.
I got the Mavericks and the Nuggets somewhere meeting in the playoffs somewhere.
That would be interesting.
I'm going with that Lakers and Denver matchup. again.
Okay, all right. You going along with Roman?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they're gonna meet up again because at the end of the day, when you got the OKCs and all that in the series, the Lakers gonna be all them in the series.
Wow.
In the
You know,
series.
So we all in agreement that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is not one of the greatest players that came out of Kentucky.
He's
Well,
I will say
Okay,
this,
cool.
well,
No
he still
judgment.
got. He still if DeAndre Fox got something to still prove and Devin Booker, yeah,
SGA's got
he's
some
still
work to
up.
do, too.
He's still up for debate. Too.
he's still up there in
Yeah.
Mill because that boy
I'd like to say
Alexander.
something
Hold
first.
on, Alexander's no joke.
Hold on.
But that's
Bradley
1
Beal
year.
came from Kentucky too, didn't he?
Wait a minute. Now, if Alexander's was OKC.
Bradley
That
Beal played
if
for
Alexander was
Kentucky, I think,
OKC.
too.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Alexander played with OKC. See, you guys are sleeping on OKC, boy.
No, they good. They good, but I don't see them winning.
The lack of experience is going to cost them.
All right, so
Right.
once we get past this, I got one for
Oh,
us.
No, Bradley Beal played with Florida.
Florida. All right,
Oh, okay.
I got one. So who the best all time outside of Mike? Who is the greatest North Carolina player?
Mm.
Whoa!
That played in the NBA.
Oh boy.
Well, this could go several directions on that.
Oh, and let's go, Kevin.
As far as what?
Okay, I'm gonna keep it simple. Give me Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep it.
Is either Kenny the Jet Smith or James Worthy?
James Worthy for me.
I
Okay,
say,
so-
matter
I'm
of fact,
going old school.
matter of fact, I'm crossing over. James Worthy right there.
James
Right
Worthy.
there.
okay, you
Yeah,
took.
I would say Worthy.
Yeah,
James
but
Worthy
everybody
was
agreed to
crossover.
that one. But
big game, James.
I got one. I got a 1A for you.
What is that?
Vince Sanity.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Hold on, you talking about number 3 all time in 3-pointers made?
And he just got in the Hall of Fame.
Oh man.
Now
Yeah,
see,
he up there. Yeah.
we can't put him up there because you know why?
Why?
It's
The winning.
It was that same argument about Caitlin Clark being the GOAT.
I ain't say who he. I ain't say he the GOAT.
The greatest out
I
there college.
said one of the greatest. Who are some of the greatest players that played in North Carolina, excluding Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
You got. I'm talking about.
Okay,
Mike
okay.
ain't
Well,
even in
now
the
listen.
Okay. Hey,
Listen,
Roma.
listen.
Who's your
Mike
top
ain't-
5
North Carolina players outside of Michael Jordan?
Absolutely.
Vince Carter,
Okay.
Rasheed Wallace,
Rasheed was a beast, boy.
Yeah.
Jerry Stackhouse,
Yeah.
Shamar Williams.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because a lot of people forget about him.
Yeah.
And Donald Williams.
And you know what?
Mhm.
The Sheed, man. I
Nobody remember neither one of them two Williams. But they both had strokes.
But guess what?
Paul.
I tell you what.
I could say one more.
Go ahead. Who?
The coach. Hubert was a beast in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Now,
Hubert was tough.
Now, it's a cat that I love, and he kind of, he wasn't a Draymond Green or anything like that, but he was out there and he was boisterous. And the refs hated him. You know, all opposing teams hated him, but he was a beast. She was a player, man. I think he was underrated.
No, he won't, because him and Stackhouse was two of the top 5 recruits in the nation.
But I'm talking about in the NBA. I think he was underrated.
They were great. They were attractive. They were box office. They didn't win more than Worthy.
No, ain't no matter when Worthy go. He got 2 of them.
Henceforth,
Worthy won his games in LA.
Well,
henceforth, Caitlin Clark, box office, Flash, Flair, didn't win anything.
hey,
No.
Don
actually,
Stanley
hold on.
championships.
Well, actually, Dan, if you want to do that,
Yeah, I did that.
Sam Perkins was the man while Worthy was there.
True.
That same amount of range.
Yeah, he underrated too. I think Perkins was underrated.
I mean,
Well, okay, disagree or not?
I mean,
Perkins.
that team.
But
you got that team. You got to think about that team. Kenny, Sam, Perkins, Worthy,
Uh-huh.
Jordan was even on that team. That won that.
Wow.
Oh, I got an old school one for you.
Okay, but how much did Perkins win on the next level?
No,
I think he won one with LA.
no, did he?
Yes, he did when they played Detroit.
Okay. Huh. Wow. Unbelievable. Man, we talking about great athletes, man.
I think he
if
was
you really
part-
think about this,
I think he was part of the last repeat. Their last repeat.
you know, and I tell you what I find fascinating about this program right here, Off the Rails, is that we're bringing back stuff that people don't even talk about
Because
anymore.
remember, they got him in a trade from Seattle. Because Sam Perkins was in Seattle. Then he got traded.
They were the
to
Seattle
LA.
Supersonics
He was
then.
with the Seahawks. With the Supersonics.
Right.
And got traded to LA. I think he could. I could be wrong.
Yeah, you are.
All right.
Okay. Oh man.
Perkins, number one, Perkins ain't got no ring.
Okay.
He has no rings at all.
No.
I can say.
Okay.
Only one
Miles
he got-
McAdoo.
He had he was at Dallas, then LA, then from LA he went to Seattle.
Oh.
And he
went to
finished
the
his career
Falcons.
in Indiana.
Okay. Now, my last question. Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain. Who was the best?
What the ring said.
Yeah, we know what the ring said. Yeah.
Championships don't lie, but if you want to
Here we go
if
again.
Come close to the mic.
If you want to go stat wise and numbers,
Here we go again.
You know what?
outside of the rings.
No.
No. Outside of the rings.
Yeah, Bill has more. Wilt has a whole lot more points.
So it's a back and forth debate.
It ain't no back and forth
Yes,
debate
you can,
because I tell you what,
because
11
you
to
can say-
let's say Wilt had 2,
He
right?
got-
Did Wilt have 2?
Wilt got 2, but
Damn.
Bill got 11. But
Okay, Ramon, the math don't add up.
Bill couldn't score like Wilt.
Oh, but I tell you
Or
what,
rebound
I
like-
tell you what, Bill Russell was his most dominant defender.
Yeah,
Because I saw twice where Bill Russell blocked Wilt Chamberlain's dunk.
Oh.
Cause you know how powerful you got to be to block his dunk when they broke the backboard. Matter of fact, they delayed the game. It wasn't like
That man wasn't dunking the ball. He was laying it up.
No, he wasn't laying it up.
He said
Here we
like,
go again.
Hey, Mill, sir. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
I saw Wilt come around with
Did you
force,
see
and
it?
Bill catch him at the rim and throw this back.
where you seen it at on TV?
Yes, sir.
Saw it live on
Live.
on TV.
in black.
Yeah.
on
This is
black
before
and
you were
Black and
born.
white.
This was the start.
I don't care if it's black and white or
I seen Wilkes.
I don't care if it's black and white,
It
multi
was
cover,
before
cinema
HD.
cover, whatever it was. I don't care.
He probably,
Hey,
he probably was watching the game and said, "Gee Willikers, did you see that dad?"
Ain't nobody use G Willikers. And not in the black neighborhood.
Go show Mighty. Did you?
We ain't
Right.
gonna. Hey, we ain't
He
say
watched-
Darcy.
he watched-
God almighty.
He watched it back. He watched it back when broadcast didn't even care. Nah,
Oh,
we
man.
cut into these commercials.
And-
when we
and
cut
look,
into these
oh,
commercials.
Look, we had
There
3
was no
channels.
waiting on for no timeouts,
Oh.
no TV timeouts back in. They was still balling out. Network
Man.
didn't care.
And look,
And
man,
you can inbound all you want. We showing Downey right here, brother.
And that's what
Downey and JC
and that's
paying
what-
these bills.
back there when Boston had the worst court in the league, and they had planks in the middle of the floor sticking up and stuff like that. They knew it. They would turn the heat in the locker room. So I mean, it's just crazy. Hey,
Yeah, they
we
were
gotta
smoking.
get ready to go.
They were
Oh,
smoking
man.
cigarettes in the beaches.
oh
In
my
the
goodness.
bleachers.
Hey, Mill.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, we got to wrap it up.
we gotta wrap it up though.
Man, I don't want
no.
pause.
Pause.
Hey,
Pause.
hey, look at-
Pause.
no,
I
tell
mean,
you,
we all want to wrap it up, but you know,
we don't want to wrap it up.
We don't want to, man.
Can
We can go all night, baby.
Minutes or something?
This is off the rails, man.
Because I need to drop off by 6.
oh, hey, we're not talking about them doing illegal activity.
I'm
man.
going so
Oh, oh.
excited, man.
He meant
Parties never start on time.
we was talking about drop off. He was talking about his tuxedo. That's what he was talking
Yeah.
about. His-
And look,
yeah.
black parties never start on time anyway. I mean, if it starts at 6, make it like 8.
Well, and that's not exactly true, Kevin, because there's always a party here on the Buzz.
That is true.
Studio W the Buzz.
That's right.
Global Radio.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly right. Hey guys, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
subscribe.
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 Like. Leave a
Like.
comment.
Share. Leave a comment.
Hey, y'all,
And that's the end. Studio W the Buzz.
and that's it. That's it, man. For me, the guys, I like to thank everybody for joining in, spending
Mel
the Saturday
Brown.
afternoon with us. It has been a Studio W Sports Page off the rails, y'all.
Off the rails.
Yo, we gonna catch. We gonna do this again real soon, bro. Real soon. We'll get this thing back on.
Woo! It's become one of my favorite shows.
Yeah.
Let's see, Longest all the way out. And we gotta
Yeah,
do that.
thank you for. As Russell Simmons said, thank y'all for coming out. God bless and good night.
Peace
All
out.
right. That's